We all know that poor diet and lack of exercise can take a serious toll on our physical health. Now, evidence has begun to suggest a direct correlation between lifestyle choices and our psychological health. Nutritional deficiencies are now linked to anger disorders, attention deficit hyperactivity disorder, obsessive-compulsive behavior, autism, depression, anxiety disorders, and chronic fatigue syndrome. Psychiatric disorders affect 26% of America's adult population and 20% of our pediatric population. 1 in 10 Americans takes an antidepressant, and 1 in 10 children now take a stimulant drug for attention deficit hyperactivity disorder. Are the 40 million people in this country with anxiety suffering from a Paxil deficiency? Do the 8.7% of children between the ages of 8 and 18 with ADHD suffer from a Ritalin deficiency, or have we crippled our brains with malnutrition? We're the best fed, some would suggest overfed nation on the planet, yet nutritional deficiencies are increasingly common. Processed fast food consumption has for many people displaced whole foods. 3/4 of America is deficient in folate, for example, a critical B vitamin that plays a part in maintaining good moods. An alarming 85% of Americans are deficient in vitamin E, half of us are lacking in vitamins C and A, and around 1/3 are lacking in vitamins B6 and B12. Another serious shortfall is omega-3 fatty acids found in certain kinds of fish, flaxseed, and walnuts. All of these are considered neuronutrients, essential for proper brain function. Food intake affects our moods because of biochemical messengers in the brain called neurotransmitters. These neurotransmitters control emotion, appetite, thought, and behaviors. The neurotransmitters most affected by food choices are serotonin, dopamine, and norepinephrine. Serotonin calms us and provides a sense of well-being. Excessively high levels of this neurotransmitter make us feel sluggish and tired. Low levels of serotonin can cause extreme food cravings. The brain releases serotonin after consumption of carbohydrates. Dopamine and norepinephrine help us to feel alert and energetic. Protein causes these neurotransmitters to be released in the brain. So as a general rule, if you find you're sleepy after lunch, you might want to add more protein to your midday meal. If you have difficulty sleeping at night, consume more carbohydrates like fruits, vegetables, and whole grains at dinner time. Overeating, regardless of a meal's protein content, will invariably cause drowsiness. This is because blood flow is redirected to the stomach to accommodate the food overload and away from the brain. For optimal performance, eat meals between 300 and 500 calories. Several studies reveal that a diet high in processed foods, such as fried food, processed meat, refined grains, colas, sweetened desserts, and high-fat dairy products, is implicated in depression and other mood disorders. Study participants who ate the most whole foods had a much lower incidence of mood disorders. What explains this finding? The great American fast food diet is deficient in all of the neuronutrients mentioned earlier. A person on a steady diet of processed food wolfs down literally pounds of hormones, antibiotics, food additives, artificial sweeteners, and neurotoxic pesticides and herbicides each year. Children are particularly vulnerable when exposed to this toxicity because of their lower body weight and developing brains. What parents have intuitively known for years is absolutely true. Overconsumption of sugar leads to hyperactivity, inability to focus, and irritability, not just for children, but for adults as well. Dehydration can also be a factor in mood swings. Many people drink colas, alcohol, or caffeinated beverages to the exclusion of water. But the trouble doesn't stop there. Many over-the-counter and prescription drugs, such as antacids, oral antibiotics, analgesics, and cholesterol-lowering drugs, interfere with absorption of minerals and vitamins. Alcohol and cigarettes, particularly in combination, leach nutrients from the body. Can a healthy whole foods diet make a chronically depressed person the life of the party? Can elimination of processed foods turn a child with ADHD into a scholastic dynamo? Can an aggressive supplement program put a bipolar person on an even keel? Maybe. It depends on the severity of the mood disorder and the extent to which a person can realistically stick to better food choices. With professional guidance from a nutritionist and a physician, psychoactive medications can certainly be reduced, if not eliminated. Next week, we'll discuss the connection between exercise and mood. Until then, eat healthy, feel better. For Endless Youth in Life, I'm Jane Morse.